Hi, I've got a really great question that I found in a group the other day. How can I help a client stop procrastinating on a specific subject, on a specific project, and get it completed? So basically, this hypnotherapist had this client or has this client who's procrastinating about a specific project they want to get done. And the therapist was asking, what can she do? It's a really, really interesting question because, from my perspective, there's only one thing to do, and that's talk to the client. Start asking them questions because my belief is procrastination in this particular instance is just the symptom. Symptom. Procrastination in this case is just the symptom. It's not the real problem because we all procrastinate. You've had dinner, you put the dish on the table. You know what? I'll leave until the morning. That's not what we're talking about here. This person has a really important project that's important to them, and yet they're not doing what needs to get done. They're doing procrastinating working. Basically, they're procrastinating by pretending they're working, but they're not working on the project. So we have to ask questions. We've got to figure out what is going on. What is the client really avoiding? Because procrastination generally is avoiding something. It could be fear of failure, fear of success, fear of being judged. It's a whole range of things. Now, let's look at fear of failure. No one likes to fail. Yes, it's helpful, we learn lessons from it, but nobody likes to fail. So maybe this project is so important to this person's client that they just can't face not getting it right, just not finishing it. Because if they do finish it and it turns out to be a pile of crap, then they've wasted all this time and effort and energy. And maybe it's a pet project, maybe it's something that they think should be, wanted by everybody on the planet. And when they realize that nobody wants it, that's a massive crash. Fear of success. Maybe they, oh, well, what's going to happen if I'm successful? Are people going to want me to make another one? Will this make me mega famous? Will I make all this money? What am I going to do with all this money? So the fear of success can bring its own issues. Or maybe they're afraid of being judged. Well, Paul, who are you to do this? Who says you can do this? Who says you can do that? Well, it doesn't matter. But if the client's worried about being judged, we've got to figure out what's going on and work with this client to get rid of all the fluff, all the conscious clutter, all the assumptions and all the conclusions that the clients come up with, dig past all of that so that we get to what is really going on underneath it. Because there is definitely something going on. Procrastination doesn't exist on its own. It's a caused, but it's a caused. That's twice today. It's caused by something. Something is making this person procrastinate over a particular project. And the only way you're going to be able to help that person, the only way you're going to be able to help that client is to figure out what's going on. Now, if you just do a script and you won't procrastinate anymore, blah, 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 it's not going to work because that person's doing it for a reason. And once we eliminate the reason, the client then will kind of let us see what is really going on. And then we'll be able to help them clear everything out of the way so they can get this project finished. One question you might not have considered is, does the client actually want to finish this project? Maybe once this project's finished, they've got nothing else to do and the devil makes them for idle hands. Maybe holding off on getting this project done stops them from starting a bigger, more scary project. Maybe there's something else that they really want to be doing or really should be doing or think they should be doing, and procrastinating over this project stops them from going on to the other one. So there could be a whole host of reasons. That's why, as hypnotherapists, we've got to start asking these questions. We've got to start investigating what is going on with our client. That's how we serve our client, by helping them figure out what's going on. ACH is brilliant for this because the client is generally eyes open, wide awake, and we can have this conversation with them. We can ask them open questions, we can ask them probing questions, which gets them to think subconsciously. The only way to help a client who's procrastinating is to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. What are they hiding from, or what are their expectations? I hope you found that helpful. Any questions, drop me a message down in the comments or send me a DM. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.